The National Annenberg Election Survey did something interesting. They went and talked to constituents, and then they went to go see how senators and congressmen actually voted. Did they vote with the constituents or not? Well, turns out it depends. It depends on whether you have money or you don't have money. I know, shocking. Shocking. I'm sorry, I should have given you a warning there. I probably knocked you over. Well, they say that they checked the voting behavior of the senators from the 107th through the 111th Congress. They talked to 90,000 respondents. So this is a giant survey of the American people, their different socioeconomic status, what their policy positions were, and who got listened to and who didn't. So let's go to some of the findings. Eric Dolan, who is reporting on this, says, in all of the 5 Congresses examined, the voting records of senators were consistently aligned with the opinions of their wealthiest constituents. Shocking. The opinions of lower class constituents, however, never appeared to influence the senators' voting behavior. Now, the operative word there is never. Never. That's for poor constituents. Middle class we're going to get to in a second. Okay. So now we move forward. The neglect of lower income groups was a bipartisan affair. Democrats were not any more responsive to the poor than Republicans. Bingo. See, this is what drives me crazy. Oh, no, just Cenk, you're ruining the Democrats' chance of re-election. And what would happen if they got re-elected? They apparently wouldn't listen to the poor any more than the Republicans do. Now, I am saying that because I lived through those Congresses. I saw it with my own eyes. I reported the nitty-gritty, all the details, all the bills, and how the Democrats play good cop and the Republicans play the bad cop, but their objective is the same, to give everything to their wealthy donors and nothing to the rest of us because they don't represent us. And they talked to 90,000 respondents and saw the same exact thing. So here's some more. Hayes found that the middle class opinion was only represented in 2 of the Congresses examined. Are they not merciful? 2 out of the 5, whereas the poor got 0 out of 5. In the 110th and the 111th Congresses, when Democrats controlled both the Senate and the House, the voting records of senators reflected the opinions of middle class constituents as well as upper class constituents. So now that's the best you can do with the Democratic Party. When they control all of government, they care about the middle class a little bit, almost as much as they care about the upper class. Now, mind you, again, the poor never considered. Not by the Democratic Party, not by the Republican Party. They're out of the equation. If you can't give me $1, I'm not going to give you $1. Sad day for you. That's how legalized bribery works in America now. Now, okay, so credit to the Democrats there for caring a little bit more about the middle class. Now, hold, don't give them too much credit, because here comes the next fact. Contrary to popular opinion, it was Democrats, not Republicans, who were more responsive to the upper class opinion in the 111th Congress. See, I didn't make this stuff up. I saw it, I reported it, that's why I have the opinions that I have, based on the facts. So, in that 111th Congress, that was one of the rare Congresses where they actually passed some laws that helped the middle class. But the Democrats wanted to help the upper class even more, not just more than the middle class, they wanted to help the upper class even more than the Republicans did. That's why so much of the corporate money now flows to the Democrats, because they use the Republican Party to drive the conversation further and further right, and then they turn around and go, oh, well, those Republicans, I mean, they're crazy. Go ahead, vote for the Democrats, vote for the Democrats. Oh, look at that, Obama gave me everything I wanted. He gave you 5% change, the appearance of change, so you shut up about it, and then he let me continue every policy we had under the Bush administration, and this very day, President Obama is arguing to lower corporate taxes. Wow, shocking. Democrats are part of the same corrupt system. In fact, they play a very important role in that system, and they hand your money over to the rich just as much as the Republicans, and apparently in the 111th Congress, a little more than the Republicans. Finally, Thomas J. Hayes, who led this at Trinity University, the research, says, if equal responsiveness is a fundamental practice in a democratic society, my findings question the degree to which this occurs. You have to question the degree to which democracy occurs in America, because apparently you do not get true equal representation. You are not equal under the law. If you are poor, you will be completely ignored. If you're middle class, sometimes you get some crumbs off the table. But if you are rich, the Democrats and the Republicans will trip over themselves and compete with one another on who can service you better. Welcome to America. There is a way to change it. Anybody know how? Oh, you got that right, my friends. wolf-pack.com. Enough of us running from them. Let's run towards them. Boo! Give them a little scare. All right. If you go to wolf-pack.com, it takes 5 seconds to sign the petition. It's one way of getting involved. If you want to be a member, take these guys on. Let's go get them, man. It can be fixed. Remember, there was a golden time. It's not like we never had this thing figured out. Remember in the 1970s, Ralph Nader was so strong, he got Richard Nixon to pass the EPA, to pass OSHA, got seatbelts in every car. The car maker said, oh my God, it's going to add money. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, it's the same old thing they always say, but they didn't have the power that they have now. So they were able to put seatbelts in the cars. If we had the current system we have now, you'd have no seatbelts, everybody would be flying through the windshield. You know, it makes a difference. And if we fight back, we can win and we can make a difference. But right now, this system is as corrupt as it has ever been. And if you're looking for some politician to save you, or the Democratic Party to save you, or amusingly enough, some I guess think the Republican Party is going to save them, man, you're knocking on the wrong door. Not time to knock on their doors in that way. It's time to blow their doors down with wolf-pack.com.